So, we have to, like, revisit every world we've done now.
Great!
Oh, good.
Well, you know, there's some new stuff going on there. It's exciting.
That's right. In this one, we have to follow the plot of Mulan 2!
Okay, what happens in that one, Chirps?
Mulan is escorting 3 women to go get arranged marriage to some important people, and then she decides that arranged marriage is bad. And so they liberate them.
No time to talk. We gotta catch that guy.
I heard it was good on the other hand. It shows how much I know.
I'm following him too.
Then let's go!
So that's right, in this section with Mulan, we're gonna go fight against the concept of arranged marriage.
That sounds boring. Let's not do that.
Okay, we can follow the Organization 13 then as well.
Well spotted.
He got a good head start, but he was just waiting for us to show up so he could show us where he's going.
So, we've got a new drive form, Master Form. It's a balanced aerial crowd control one. Both melee and magic are pretty good in it and do a bunch of AoEs. It's a good thing to pop in big group fights, although it takes 4 drive bars. Its growth ability is aerial dodge, which is basically just a double jump.
Okay.
The only way to get XP with it is drive orbs, so you do have to have some foreknowledge on like which enemies drop those.
And it takes both of your allies instead of just one of them?
Got away.
Yes.
How come you're after somebody from Organization 13?
What is that?
The guy in black.
One of the bad guys!
I knew it. There's a rumor in the Imperial City about a spy in black, lurking in the mountains. I'd been up here tracking him, but when you arrived, I lost him.
Thanks a lot, fellas.
Sorry.
Don't apologize, but I do wonder where he went.
He ran 5 meters and then Sora had to put on his banana suit.
Again?
Yeah, that's my reaction too.
Hey, come on.
Okay, first things first.
You're gonna see these revisits are great.
You may not like it, but the Mulan sequel has merit.
Hey, you! Quit sneaking around!
I mean, he's just standing there. It's not really sneaking.
Yeah, he's kind of a piss poor spy if he's just holding up in the mountains the whole time.
Yeah, but he has this army of bees.
Yeah, what do we do in the sequel to Too Many Bees?
3 many bees?
This seems like, I don't know, there's 12 or so bees. That's like a lot of them.
It's more than I can handle.
Oh yeah.
And worst of all, we have a beekeeper.
Anytime you see a bee come near you, you go into your doomsday bunker, Chirps.
It's true.
Back off!
You know, they say to prep for emergencies, but the only emergency I can think of is if there were like 3 or 4 bees in my home.
Yeah, that's why you're so happy they're all dying out.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I hate nature only because bees help it.
I can't believe Chorps caused the bee crisis. Jesus.
Well, you know what they say, it's the friend of my enemy is also my enemy, or whatever the hell.
This is it!
Just head out every day and personally collapse another colony.
Yeah, I'm an economic mess.
Yeah, I just carry a handgun with me at all times. Oh, why is that? You know, if I see a bee or a queen bee, that's the big one.
I'm like eating at a red robin and I see a bee fly in, I immediately start shooting at it.
Yeah.
That's my Second Amendment right.
You learned like 3 years of karate just so you can grapple bees to the ground in case they come close.
Isn't that what Karate Kid's all about? He has to catch those bees with the chopsticks and kill them.
Ah, yeah.
And then he can accomplish anything.
It's true. Like killing more bees.
That guy.
And then he has to go to Japan to wipe all of the bees in there.
Woody. Riku?
Only Riku would have a sword that dumb.
Are you okay, Sora?
Did you get him?
Are you winning, son?
He's gone.
What? You lost him?
Chirps, you're out of this group.
Damn it.
Now.
You just hate me because I hate
We better
bees.
get rid of all the heartless first.
Well, you know, that's besides the point. My love for bees is legendary, but my hatred for your jokes is even more legendary.
What was that? Come on. We better get off the mountain.
My jokes are like bees to you.
Oh yeah, I learned 3 years of karate so I could grapple your jokes to the ground. I thought about it for a moment, but Donald stays there.
Donald, think about what you've done.
Oh yeah, you've broken this LP group apart, Donald.
It's heading for the city. We've got to warn Shang.
Damn, all that work, and they're still going to be able to murder the Emperor of China.
Yeah, whatever. They're gonna have, like, another war about it. It will all be over in 12 years.
That's right, it's time for the Axel dynasty.
That guy's gonna last, like, 3 weeks.
He's gonna die because he eats a raw pufferfish, not knowing anything about safety.
Is that, like, how Chinese emperors mostly go?
Yeah.
I'm, like, a bit behind on my China history, honestly.
Yeah, all of them are served like, blowfish fugu, and they just all die, and none of them learn from their mistakes.
Wow. Man, Cao Cao had it easy. He just had to eat some guy's wife.
Wait, what?
That's like a part in Romans of the Three Kingdoms. Like, a farmer, like, just serves, like, Cao Cao, his wife, and then Cao Cao gets, like, really sad about it, and is like, I'm so thankful for this wife-murdering farmer.
Every day I thank God for the wife-murdering farmer.
Look, when the choice is between killing your wife and not serving meat at a banquet, something's gotta give.
You know, the Romans of the Three Kingdoms stands for that guy and his wife, because it was a rip-roaring romance indeed.
And do the Three Kingdoms stand for the 3 courses during the meal?
I mean, you gotta have 3 meals a day.
Gotta have 3 wives.
Okay, that's going a little bit too far, I think.
And, you know, that's the beauty of parallels.
Like, I'll let people have 2 wives, but 3? Slow down there, fella.
God, it's so nice to be back. The sights, the sounds, the beats.
It's over.
Remember that cart? It's over there. What a good cart.
Oh, yeah. I wonder who owns all of these carts. You think they're gonna pick them up later?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, how much do you think they have to pay for parking?
Not enough, because you just destroyed one of them.
Oh, they probably have insurance.
You're a public menace. You'll be executed by the Emperor.
Oh boy. Well, none of the Enochs have anything to say about it. I've been bribing them for years.
So going back to Mulan 2 real quick, instead of marrying, like, royalty, the three women decide to marry these three schmoes.
Cool.
They throw away political power for these schmucks.
Like, what are their strengths? Because they all seem to kind of be like messes of men.
Oh. One of them looks like he could hide a month's worth of food in his cheeks.
Gather!
And see, these enemies here are here to uphold the idea of political marriage.
Okay, so here's the thing about Mulan 2. So it's like anti-arranged marriage, right?
Yes.
But as Let's Play's radical centrist, I think we should hear about both sides of the story.
Uh-huh.
Like, why don't, like, the three fat guys in this go, like, you know, maybe it's good that you hate your husband.
I mean, that's the deal, is you would learn to love them, right?
Hmm? Now, I may be a bit of a weird 65-year-old boomer because I love my wife, but it's not that different from most of my friends who hate their wives.
And look, they're leading fulfilling lives. Every weekend they sit down to watch the big sports game. They're like, honey, get me a beer before it starts. That's the relationship.
Consider, if you don't hate your spouse, it'll be that much harder to kill and butcher them and serve them to your boss when he comes over for lunch. And nobody wants that.
Did Hitchcock make a movie about that?
What an unforgettable luncheon.
Oh boy, you're up the LP group again, George.
Open up!
It's a door, boys. Okay, they're trying, finally.
They figured out the door part.
Over here!
Huh?
Turns out it was a push door.
Oh. Well, oops.
I'm cutting that. Even for me, that joke was too low.
So, like, in the movie, they had to use, like, you know, like a shawl or a towel or something to be able to climb up these. These just, they have, like, spider powers?
Do you really want to create more assets?
I guess you're right. I'd rather create more questions for the viewer. Like, what other powers do we not know that Sora has?
Math? He can do math.
Oh.
I gather he at least knows how to write his own name.
I don't know.
Riku?
Huh?
No, never heard of him.
This guy seems like he's 40 but wants to act like he's like 18. Like he's kind of got the dye going on, he's got the ponytail, right? Like he's trying to seem like he's hip and still knows what like punk music is.
He is definitely... I don't know if he knows about punk music. He strikes me more as a Beach Boys kind of guy, you know?
You guys heard the classics?
That reminds me, as like an 11-year-old, I had like this weird toy where like it would play the Beach Boys every time you opened it, and I'm pretty sure I drove my parents insane by just opening it repeatedly.
Cool.
Anyway, these nobodies are snipers. They are very cool. They mostly teleport around a lot, and you can bounce their shots back at them with a reaction command.
Wow, that is pretty cool.
So, you know, this is like a prime time for Sora to finally understand the position of Lee Harvey Oswald.
this.
That's a little Lee Harvey Oswald reference for all you Lee Harvey Oswald heads out there.
Beloved Disney property, the official report on the Kennedy assassination.
Your Majesty, something terrible has happened. The eunuchs are at it again.
The captain really sucks, don't he? Look at him. Pathetic.
Oh yeah, it looks like he barely works out.
As you can see, I was able to fight him off just fine. Oh, he was terrible. That must be my friend.
Well, it's either Riku or the infamous rude boy Bart Simpson. Man, I hope in the future where, Disney consolidates, which is good, all the IPs possible, we'll have a Simpsons world, so Sora can finally utter the words, Simpsons funny.
And you summon Bart and he just is cowabunga and leaves.
Oh, yeah. His special attack is that he moons the Heartless and calls his dad lame.
Gives you a butterfinger.
Oh boy. No. Now Cloud Strife does that, remember?
Oh yeah, it's true. Maybe you summon Bart and you both do the Bartman and everyone just dies out of shame.
But you have to do the whole song, so each time it takes like 2.5 minutes.
But it's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, if you use it against bosses, they can also do the Bartman, so it really doesn't, like, accomplish anything.
Well, it just goes to show that no matter where allegiances lie, the true allegiance of the heart is with Bart Simpson, the lovable scamp.
Speaking of lovable scamps, look at this guy. He's so excited to come in.
Oh yeah, he's like a dog holding a newspaper. So this boss is one of the Leatherhouse's cool set piece ones. You start off on top of it, and your goal here is to hit the 2 spikes on its back to stun it for a while. During this, it will try 2 ways of throwing you off of him. The first is doing a cool loop where you have to hold on to him, and the second is throwing a bunch of thunder onto his back.
Oh, cool.
If he tosses you off, you can usually get back onto him by running a tornado and using that to jump higher.
Okay. I love that he just does like a cool backflip when he wants to get you off.
Back off.
Well, like I said, this is a cool set piece, and what set piece is cooler than doing backflips?
That's right. After this, he's going to shed his skin, and it's going to be Tony Hawk, and he's going to do the 900.
Wow. I heard nowadays that guy can do the 1080. He's just getting better and better with age.
It turns out that actually the whole time he has like a little invisible man just like turn the skateboard more for him in the air. Plus, you just saw Sora do a 1080 himself. Like, who cares? Big deal.
Oh yeah, like that Tony Hawk guy is a sucker. Who cares about him? He's got like 7 games, but Kingdom Hearts only has 3. This sucks.
He seems like the kind of guy you go to, you know, a restaurant, you don't even recognize him. Who cares? Now, if I saw Sora, I would immediately know who he was.
Yeah. So, once you stun this guy, though, you can usually get 1 or 2 combos in on him. His thing is basically, like, he sighs up the ground twice, and after the second time, you just have to run like hell away from him. Mm-hmm. Or he'll do, like, basically like a sweep around him. Usually after that, he'll do these homing shot projectiles. I recommend jumping out of the way, although you can guard them and reflect them back to him that way to do a little bit of damage, but I find jumping to usually make you avoid damage a whole lot better.
Mm-hmm. So is there any, like, difference between when it pops up red on your crosshairs and otherwise?
I think the red just means it's, like, a part of the boss.
Okay.
And not, like, the actual health pool.
Okay.
Yeah. That sweep you just did there was a reaction command. I avoided it because I was high while recording this. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, thank you for being honest.
This attack is utterly pathetic. He just kind of puts like walls to the center and then charges a beam. Except like the beam takes over only like half of the space you have, so you can just kind of gently go to the side.
Cool. Unfortunately, neither of your friends figured it out, but I'm glad you're smart enough to do that. Even when you're giving the boss an unfair advantage.
Yeah. Also, usually around this point, he starts just kind of fucking airstriking the entire courtyard while moving forward. It'll usually end up on like the opposite corner, so just kind of like go to that corner with a tornado and then jump on him.
Damn, he's really dodging all of your attempts to get on his back again.
Well, you know, he's near death. He knows he's gotta do some shit to get out of this situation.
Right. Backflips aren't gonna cut it anymore.
Oh yeah, now he just has to bomb the entire countryside.
You know? Different strokes for different folks, as they say.
Yeah, and one of those strokes, the Heartless Love, is doing war crimes.
I'm back.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, cool.
This is really cool. It does a bunch of damage, and it also stuns him. So, sorry viewers, I probably made this battle like 3 minutes longer than it should have been.
I could have been doing this reaction command the whole time, but I wanted to give you, like, the real experience of the boss fight.
Oh yeah, the real experience of smoking too much weed and then passing out during the boss fight.
Wait, whoa!
Okay, that did happen. I have doing a little fib here as a comedy bit.
See, this boss fight's so easy, I passed out and still could beat it.
Future Friend would never profane the very somber, sober work of Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah. If I pass out during Kingdom Hearts 2, well, the government might as well execute me right then and there.
Yeah, and if you're like too messed up on like weed or alcohol, then the story won't even make any sense to you. It's kind of,
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? That'd be wild.
I can't imagine that. I've been mainlining the wiki the day I've been born.
That's what your parents read to you every night before bed?
They knew as a kid I loved two things, Kingdom Hearts and the Beach Boys.
Yeah, they wrote their own crossover where Kingdom Hearts goes to Beach Boys World.
Oh man, that was delectable.
Yeah. I mean, it's a Beach Boys world. We're just living in it.
So yeah, all in all, I do really like this boss fight. It's kind of easy, but I think it has like a really good sense of scale to it. Enough to like satisfy me. And hell, satisfying me, future friend, is what gaming's all about, right?
Right.
It's true. Also, I really like the design. It's pretty goofy looking.
Oh yeah, like in general, a lot of the like boss heartless in this game have just some like a real goofy 2000s late era Neopets look. And hell, I appreciated it.
I like that instead of helping Mulan, they instead waited for the man to run all the way from the castle to help. Like, Sora couldn't do shit.
It wasn't really even helping. That man was gonna die along with his lover.
Well, he needed to do something to redeem himself after losing to whatever organization dude fought him.
Greg. Greg
Yeah,
X.
Greg.
Please, it's Riku, who has grown to like 3 meters now.
You have served China well. It would please me to reward you. What is it that you wish?
The throne, thanks.
You say a guy in black came to see you. What did he say?
That is all you request?
Yes.
Gotta learn to haggle, my dude.
He said, knick-knack paddywhack. Now go.
Wield much power, and they are the source of many gifts to both man.
My dragon is a cool silver dragon that shoots lightning.
My dragon has 2 elements, one in one eye and one in the other.
It is my belief that this young man came to warn me of that danger.
My dragon is so cool that he tells the Enochs to shut up and know their place.
I was about to, but he told me this situation had changed.
He said 3 wise guys had arrived, and they would take care of things.
They're talking about the Stooges, of course.
Yeah, the Stooges were the ones who truly saved China.
Can we please go to the Stooge world instead?
No idea. But at least I finally know he's okay. That's good enough.
The Lost Three Stooges film where they intervene in the Chinese Civil War.
Do you have a request?
If we don't finish this LP by 2023, me, Chirps, and Maddie will have to do an LP of the Three Stooges NES game.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, if you think about it, Three Stooges, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, parallels.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Such humble request. In this case,
So, or as he's known in the West, Mo.
Do you remember when in the Three Stooges they had to kill their wives and prepare them for their bosses?
Remember when Curly was trying to eat that oyster cracker eating contest, and his wife kept coming up and eating the oyster crackers instead?
Well, I mean, if I was eating some soup and I saw a bit of my wife in there, I'd probably go, ow, 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 as well.
Remember when the Three Stooges were at war, and then the secret Fourth Stooge came out of nowhere and took over all of Stooge World?
God, I'd go to a place called Stooge World. Like as a vacation spot.
Stooge World, isn't that what we call our damn group?
Yeah, that's where we were.
Wow, that really was a land of dragons.
Yeah, more like a damn land of nerds.
Damn.
I didn't hear that.
Go off, dude.
Anyway, speaking of a dork and a half, next time we're gonna go to Beast Castle.